Welcome to the Albion TV War Report, your source of live battle coverage featuring the top guilds and alliances of Albion Online. Today is the 12th of March, 2022. I am your host, the Shozen One, and I am joined today by Robinhoodrs on the play-by-play and Bogul on the camera. We are currently on a 15-minute delay, so if you have reports of live action, please contact us in-game on our GM names, the Shozen One and Robinhood GM. We're currently hanging out in Skylake Hinterlands watching the last home take on Triomphe for this castle. I believe we are on Etamalis.
We are indeed. I believe he is the shot caller here for Triomphe. And there comes the carpet, here comes the bomb over the walls. Triomphe switching up their tactics, it seems. So I see a lot of wailing bows today. Obviously, it is castle loot day. So all the castles are up for grabs for the loot that spawns at 1800. So hopefully we get quite a few castle sieges happening. It's only the once a week it happens for the castle loot. Well, I shouldn't say once a week. It's 3 times in a Saturday. But yeah, it's
1 day a week.
1 day a week. There you go, Shozen. I knew that you're here for something. Tell me what words to use. There we go. But yeah, the last home, someone that we haven't seen before. Who they are? We do not know. They have last pull. God, I cannot speak today. I'm pulling a U from yesterday, Shozen.
Tell me about it.
They have its pull up. We noticed that.
Right.
A couple other names. Galadina there, I just saw pop up as well. So maybe a remake from Taliton BR, which shut down, which was the hype guild for the Brazilians at the start of the season, but fell apart. So this could be another remake of that, or it is Africa Now's new guild.
His new guild?
His new guild. Little bomb here over to the eastern side. Defensives are down. I'm wondering if it is Africa's guild. It is Africa's guild. Africa Now is on the battlefield on the western side. We figured it out. Look at that. Detectives.
Well done. So that would be the extension of Homeless Crew then.
Yes. So I shall get to see what I declined for recruitment. They did ask me. Africa said he was saving me a spot, but I graciously declined, and it's a nice bomb over the western side by Triomphe here. A couple members actually going down. I believe we have Noob Slayer moving towards a fight as well.
Nope, that did not happen. They ended up running. Interesting situation though. The guild has changed. Not the guild. The alliance has changed for Para and the Reject Party and everybody in that group. They are no longer trapped. They are now UwUwU.
UwUwU. Yep. Actually, yesterday, Arcapeach did give me a heads up, warning me that I needed to practice my. Oh my God! What the hell was that? Triumph just annihilating that eastern choke point with the Wailing Bow Bomb Squad. That was disgusting.
Oh, I thought that's what you needed to work on practicing was my. Oh my God! What was that? Is that an UwUwU?
Oh no! I told him I had my UwUwU down to a T, so I didn't need to practice on that front. But he did give me a heads up that the Alliance name was changing. I thought it was going to be yesterday, but they stuck with Trap yesterday. But today they have changed it. UwUwU.
You gotta stay away from this Robinhoodrs Rule 34 nonsense. Come on, let's move on.
No one wants that.
Oh,
But the Western Gate has fallen here in Skylake Hinterlands. Are they going to go for a full push on the western side? It looks like Triumph are holding back the push for now. The Beatles are in play, trying to shut down some of this western push. But the shot callers, he's looking. Look at those wailing bows, dude, just locked in right next to him. Where he moves, they move. It's a nasty setup. I believe they're all in 8.3. They should be. Let me have a look. 7-2 excellent. 7-2 excellent. Are they all in 7-2 excellent, the Wailing Bull Bomb Squad? It looks like it. They're going out the eastern side. So some high IP on these guys. It is needed for the whaling boat to be super effective. This could be a shutdown on the eastern side. No, the last hope just not making a play here. Actually, finally, the blazing staff on the choke point. All the old school weapons are getting pulled out today, and it looks like Triumph are trying to make their way out the eastern side here. I don't know what they're doing.
Trying. They're trying.
My God.
They're not making it. Oh my God, no. That was rough. How many did they lose? Like a third? More? Half?
I don't know.
Rough, dude. Like,
they're going in for a re-engagement.
Nicely done. They got 3, but so?
They lost like 30 on the way out.
Dude, oh my God.
I haven't seen a play like that in a while, dude. And
nope.
I mean, they knew that Last Hope had a whole entire squad on that eastern outer wall ready for that play, and they took that play. Blows my mind. Frenchies are wild, dude.
Well, I have seen 5 of them run at 20, so.
And it looks like Triumph are mounting up.
Hey, what are you gonna do?
Fleeing the zone. A lot of them mounted, a lot of them dismounted, getting caught and left behind here. That's definitely not the way that you want to go, getting left behind while your shot caller mounts up and leaves the zone. I believe. Oh no, Needle 14 does not have content on him for 6 at the moment.
But there is Lintlicker and Nito are gonna be fighting over here. I would hop over to Nito, not Lintlicker, Lintlicker, as the guys from 6 and Purify, I think it is, Wrath of Dawn. A couple of them are outside the territory and pushing in. There is not a good view of this right now, but it's happening. So the fighting is about to take place, but it's Arch, so trying to find out who's in front of that is
Lintlicker choosing to use the what's those musical instruments called? The
bongos.
Bongos, there we go. Using the bongos today.
Congas, no? Bongos.
No, Congo is something else, Bogul. There's the Congo, which is a place, and then there's a Conga, which is a line.
I'm gonna go right to Google. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, it looks like Arch are getting pushed in here from the western side. Lintlicker doing what he can to stop the push. The return engagement comes in from Arch here, but a bomb squad of the Moroccos just piling in on that wall to the south here, just annihilating the front lines of Arch, and that's going to open up the floodgates for Purify to come charging in here. They can't back up west. Don't back up west. Lintlicker's dead. We need a new POV.
Hangway. One of our mods. He actually was the one who reported this content coming in. And he is a soul site.
Alrighty. Up and onto Hangway then. Alright.
Going back to my 4 frames per second.
The eastern side is getting held quite well. This western side has just collapsed.
Yeah, Hangway nowhere near the content here, doing what his best soul site impression, while not actually doing anything while hanging out in the back line. As I say that, he comes forward with a great catch of 2 people. Come on, Hangway. I've seen you do better than this. He's one of my my 5s partners, so I'm used to just giving him crap.
Yep, as you do, as you do. But look at this, Arch completely giving up this western flank of the territory here, allowing 6 to stabilize on the south platform, allowing them just to engage onto the front lines. There's going to be another massive deletion. Defensives of the tower is disabled because this territory is under attack, so no sentry mage and no tower lasers coming off of that either. So when archers get pinned up against the tower here, it's a slow, painful death.
At this point, the strategies I like for this are keeping a group inside to keep the attention while taking the majority of your forces outside to wrap around to get that sandwich play, because you can hang kind of deep back on this position and just use a few guys to hold it, but you can't stay here. It is a death trap to stay here. You need to get out and either get everybody out and try to fight from a different position, in which case you risk losing the territory, or move out a offensive group so that you can attack from another direction, because attacking south like this doesn't work very well. You're attacking into a very open area where they have the option of moving out, while you're attacking from a very tight, small area where you're all coming into one singular location that can be clapped very easy. So if you spread out your group, attack from 2 different directions, you can be much more successful. And we know Arch has the numbers to do this against 6.
Look at that. Look at that.
Great engagement, though. Nicely done. Not a lot of follow-up. Really well done by our POV Hangway, getting a nice catch there. But unfortunately, I just don't see anybody following his lead.
No, definitely not. They have so many. Oh my god, they had so many until that just happened.
No.
What are they doing, dude?
Donating. They plan on leaving later.
Okay. Well. See, look now, like the tanks, the Hand of Justice is slowly edging up here for 6.
Look how many guys they still got, though. Look how many Arch still have, though, and yet they're not organized in any way right now. They need to practice this position. I don't think they're used to this. They have been doing a lot better. I don't want to just shit on Arch today. They have been performing in ZVZs much better as of recently. The Brave Newbie here, the what is it, Brave Vanguard group that have joined up with Arch actually aren't that bad in ZVZ. They've been doing fairly well. But this position looks like one they are not familiar with, because there's just Diddy dancing, waiting for the engagement to come and see how many people they lose during each engagement. There is no outward push. There is no strategy for how do we break this. It is just a defensive posture and waiting for their own guys to get clumped at this point.
Yeah, like, I mean, like, look at this. Like, so 6 just used 3 locuses on that play here. That should be called out to whoever's shot calling here for Arch. That's a massive opening. Locuses are one of the major saviors of an engagement, but like you said, they're just Diddy dancing. They're just soaking, they're just getting engaged upon, and then they just die, and then they don't do anything to counter.
Nope. They're not going after Gidosef. They're not pressuring him at all. He's coming in with his markers still active, which tells you where the shot caller is. You should be punishing him in some way. I see no like singular attacks, no individual attacks going out on him. He looks completely fine when he comes in. They've been unmolested each time. Let's see if this engagement down this west corner actually is going to work at all. It looks like they finally got some DPS going in the right direction. I did see a couple of bodies fall, but mostly just low bars and not enough follow-up. Actually really good defensive here by 6 in the front lines there, making the front line players very beefy, so it made it hard for the midline players of Arch to move forward and get that clap.
Yeah, for sure. But look at this. M3R have gained their control of this eastern platform over here. Nothing's really happening with them. Drake, we see coming in, charging in on the northeast side. That's going to send Arch onto the wall here. Look at Morocco's bomb squad. We've seen how impactful they were just a moment ago. They need to engage now. Morocco's need to send it onto the wall to delete this clump. 6, though, are getting return engagement on the eastern side. Losing 1 or 2. Arch are fighting back here. Still holding control of the tower, but for how long, Shozen?
Bogul finally found his instrument that he was looking for. It's maracas that he's looking for. Maracas, not...
Maracas.
Yeah. We'll get you.
Yeah,
we got you.
Well, it looks like Hangway is bailing from the fight here. It looks like the call has been made. Maybe? I don't know. They have a lot, dude. They got reinforcements coming in left, right, and center. Hangway making his way.
You don't want them coming from 3 directions at once. You want to at least get your reinforcements to come from one direction, Robin, so they can defend themselves together as a group.
Yep. And that's definitely not what you don't want to see, is Hangway spamming for heals in Say Chat and only getting a single heal.
Oh no.
Well, it looks like 6 have seen the clump, and here comes the dump as another wave of Arch hit the ground. It looks like the tower has fallen here. Arch are regrouping on the western side of the territory, but remember, the Moroccos are around, and as I say that, they are coming on that western side. They need to make the play. Just make the play, Moroccos. There comes the Damnation Pierce. as Hangway just walks away, doesn't throw any defensive soul sipes out to save his buddies. And this has been a very, very messy fight. And it looks like things are starting to cool down just a little bit here, as Arch dwindle down in numbers. I am just going to carry on bouncing around because we should have content elsewhere.
No other content so far. I've been bopping around and it's quiet. I'm seeing movement. I'm seeing territories being taken. Mactapuck is actually running in on Furion. I don't know if Furion is working with PoE, but they're running alongside of each other. Well, you never know. They could be a rental group.
They've been launching onto is it Sunfang Ravine for the last 2 days?
Sunfang Ravine, yeah.
Yeah. They haven't been able to secure it, but they have been fighting.
Doesn't Sunfang Ravine often get defended by Surf? Isn't that one of the territories where they're still trying to not Surf, Sun?
I think it's driving like Riverbed and driving Confluent. I think for Sun.
My bad.
Don't really see much of them anymore.
No, they hide.
Well, that's no fun. Well,
And by hide, I mean they just play at 15, which is not our main time zone.
okay, that makes more sense. Well, castle loot has been taken here for Triumph. Don't know really much else that's actually happening here. Nope, Syndic again today, by the way.
Yeah, I noticed that just a little while ago. That's a interesting situation. It makes me wonder if there's some sort of out of game situation. Usually he doesn't go away unless there's a reason.
Yep.
He's a very active player, very dedicated to the world of Albion. Whatever you may feel about him, he's definitely dedicated to the game and his alliance and guild.
For sure. And I just hopped on official Mentra. They're back in Everwinter Expanse. There is fighting on the western side. GDL Saxon Flex is here. There's two massive blobs. There's the Wars blob on the northeast side. Actually, this is all Wars up here with a level 39 Disarray debuff.
I'll go check out Caroline and see if they are here, because I have not found anybody from our list of names from Wars yet. And Caroline is on, but in a different zone.
Yeah, looks like nothing's happening here.
Okay, Caroline is not participating in this fight. Just very far away and alone.
Ah, okay. Well, it's a back and forth here between Zero Rent and Saxon Flex. A bit of a small scale content, actually. Probably like a 40 versus 40, just looking at this real quick. Saxon Flex a little bit hesitant to push in. It's a level 3 territory. The guards are up. It's 3 minutes past the timer, so it has been secured. Ooh, 10 minutes time, there's a golden vortex spawning in Everwinter Shores. That's just northwest of here. That massive blob is making its way back. Well, over the last couple of days, we have been having 5-ways and 6-way battles within this area of the map, so something could be popping off soon enough. As wars are moving.
I'm seeing the jackals move out too, away from the castle that they were attacking. I'm wondering if they have somebody nearby. I'm currently on Rectal Punisher. Still wondering how he got that name.
Yeah, something must have
happened.
happened.
Looks like Bella Ella is going to be fighting him.
Okay.
And Bella Ella is moving in now very quickly.
All right, hopping on Rectal Punisher then.
I'm going to get you a better name. Better POV, I should say.
Okay, I was going to say that's probably one of the better names I've seen.
Let me check to make sure that's spelled correctly before you head over.
No doubt. Well, Bella Ella trying to siege the castle here, and we have confirmation that name is spelled correctly. Alrighty. So we're switching POVs onto Bella Ella of the UwUwU Alliance.
Yep, this is Corey Wolf Magnus.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. We actually have Comte here, so we can head over to Comte, who is the shot caller for this group, I believe. He's one of the shot callers.
Yeah, looks like he is today. Ooh, wow, the Jackal's putting up a fierce offensive here in the courtyard with a strong return bomb onto the attacking forces of Bella Ella. There's a group also to the western side outside the castle. Okay. I'm going to say Bella Ella's outnumbered. But are they outskilled? We'll have to wait and see. And it looks like it's just going to be a back and forth trying to clean up some of the kills that are overextending in the courtyard. I see a bomb squad coming in on that western side. Not as impactful as the Jackals were expecting. But it's enough to force Bella Ella outside of the castle, maybe refocus their efforts here in cleaning up this western side. The army of rats on foot here with the Hallowful plate build setup as we see them marching away. It's so funny. Well, I wonder if Bella Ella, they should have hammers. The doors are not down here. I don't think. I can't see that eastern one. No, it's at 100%. But yeah, Jacko's putting up a solid defense here so far.
Yeah, they're doing much better than I expected, to be quite honest. We haven't seen a lot of the Jackals. We just started seeing them recently. But this is the second time we've seen them put off a pretty good fight. They did effective
Indeed.
on Invasion Day.
Ooh.
Maybe the weekends are their jam. Maybe they can just bring more guys and more of their more impactful players are here on the weekends because they're doing very good today here on a Saturday.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it is literally Saturday, you know, Castle Loot Day is put on top of the whole 1800 UTC mass time for territories. You know, everybody is out and about. This is like prime time CTA. This is when you expect to have the most numbers, and it's going to be another nice little bomb into courtyard here. The Jackals, they need to start learning what Bella Ella's doing here. They're just baiting them out into courtyard, picking off one or two on each engagement, and then just pulling back and then just waiting for the play again. And Kempty, I mean, I'm surprised he hasn't got a hammer squad.
Yeah, he's also moving his guys. I think that there's a lot of rats here today, all on oxes, which is new. It's the new way to go. And they're all from one guild, Phoenix Nirvana. So if you're looking to rat and you don't want to actually fight for your gear, but you want to be there and active in the Outlands, check out the guild, Phoenix Nirvana.
There you go. There's the plug. The hammers are hammering away here on the eastern door. Finally, we're going to start seeing this castle sieged as the Jackals are just letting it happen so far. They're just letting these guys hammer away. No deep. Finally, they heard me talking about them, and they're like, you know what? We'll put some DPS
look at
out.
that clump, though. I mean, they are clumping outside that door in a very dangerous position out here. And you'd think that Bella Ella would be a little bit better at spreading. There's no reason to be clumped like that.
Yeah.
Are they attacking a rat?
No, there's a couple Jackals in there.
Well, I mean, still, you don't want to clump to kill the rat. That's or just one single guy, even if it's from the people you're facing. That's very dangerous. As we've seen it be punished time and time again. Maybe the Jackals aren't as aware of reading those clumps yet, and maybe gave them a little bit of a breather there. But against others, they will be punished for that, and we've seen it happen time and time again.
Yeah, Kempty playing a little bit hesitant here as he posed back. Maybe he saw that little group coming in. The eastern door is down, though. We're into level 1 of the... We're about to be in level 1 of the tower. He cartwheeled back as I was about to say we're in level 1. I swear this guy's listening to me. Oh, there he comes. And is Jackals fled? No.
No. Jackals, you were winning.
Not like... Oh my god.
Jackals, you had this. Oh no.
Yep, they left. Son of a... It's because we switched off Rectal Punisher. That's it. Well, I'm going to carry on bouncing around a little bit of, lackluster in terms of content today.
I don't know. There's some good content in chat here. Hangway's in chat complaining that I was too mean, and I said, yeah, mean, unlike your engagements.
Ooh.
Oh!
My guy just hit him with the left hook, dude. There's no need. Oh my god.
Love you, Hangway,
Wow.
baby.
Unbelievable. Got a little bit of content on Enigma Hito over in Widemore Estuary of the AVM Alliance versus Rack. Okay. Let's see how this plays out. Rack are attacking AVM on their territory. Some big bombs over the wall here from Rack. Rack playing outside of Alliance. They're by themselves, but working with GDL. So if GDL appear, they are working together. But it looks like AVM are starting to push here, trying to punish some of these overextending tanks. But Rack know what they're doing. This isn't their first rodeo. It looks like they're going for a hard push here.
And both teams bringing the battle mounts today. We haven't seen a lot of battle mounts yet this afternoon, but right now there are a number of them on the field. We'll see if they make a difference in this battle.
Indeed. What do we got? We got an Eagle, we got a Juggernaut, a Chariot on the field, a bomb squad coming in from the southeast. Get shut down.
Well, they got Art here. Art died, as well as a couple others, so not too bad by the bomb squad. I don't think the bomb squad lost anybody.
Nope.
And on the front side, the bomb squad created enough of a engagement here that Enigma Hito is now looting from his fallen comrades here.
Well, and that's going to start piling up those bodies. There comes those Raven Strike gloves once again. That's a bomb squad that we just saw come in. Very, very large AoE DPS output at a full channel of 18 meters. They can do work, even if it's just 2 or 3 of them. But it's easy to read, Pop that demon armor, get the reflection out, even get a shutdown with a snare charge or something. It's easy to counter, but it looks like AVM are just getting picked off with each engagement here from Rack. It's not looking good.
I'm expecting content on top of official Mentra in a few seconds here. He is demounting next to combined GDL Wars and somebody else who I have not seen before over the top. So there's Dice. There's a number of groups here in Everwinter Shores, and official Mantra is now demounted and walking over to the territory gates with, I believe it's GDL that he's going to be facing. The Wars is here too, so.
Alrighty, it looks like
Wars is going to be the first group.
Yeah, it looks like Rack's backed out of that fight, so we'll hop on to official Mentra then.
Flip going in, great catch, and followed up for a couple of kills here. Great engagement down the hill. Here comes the return by Wars and Exile. Let's see what they can do to make these guys pay. So far, good engagement. Follow-up is real. Not enough people caught, but a lot of damage thrown on 2 guys. And once you do that, official Mentra is not going to go down because that de-escalation, when you all hit the one guy, he's going to be fine if he's wearing plate. And he is, and he's turning and going to get another engagement here. Back down to the same location he hit the first one. Follow-up is real, and that's a pump, jump, and oh boy, guys, see you guys later.
I knew it was coming. Wars were just legit just standing on that choke point up the cliff there. Like, you were asking for it. We do have Dice hitting the rear end of Zero Rent over to the southwest side. That's going to force Zero Rent to split here. They are heavily split now. Official Mentor, I'm looking at the minimap real quick as I open it up. His dots are all over the place. They're up the hilltops to the south of him. They're over to the east of him. They're trying to get a full regroup over to the far west here. Trying to get out of the sandwich between Wars and Dice. Are they going to make it out
getting
alive?
Cleaned up? No, Robin. Too many of them are falling here. I just see many members of Rent falling all over this hilltop. It's going to be very difficult for them to regroup and then get another force going in the right direction. Their best bet is if Wars ends up fighting Dice on the eastern flank because they were running right into each other. And remember, there is also GDL in this zone, which could be the wild card.
It could
and there
be
is
indeed.
A fight going on to the east. Somebody is fighting over here. An official mentor coming in to blow up the party, and he does, no follow-up, just one dead guy. Diffuse, bye-bye.
Yeah, defensive tanks here for Wars actually shutting down that push very well with the Grove Keepers. The inertia rings were down. The Grove Keeper E stopping the push as well. Very nicely done. And it looks like Official Metro once again getting pummeled by those Raven Strike Bomb Squad players from DICE here. Official Metro looking for the turn. Is he going to find anything? Soulsive connecting with a couple, one or two members going down. Looks like Warzo are hitting the eastern flank as well. Zero Rent, once again, the meat in the sandwich here in Everwinter Shores. And that golden vortex is shifting towards the territory here as well while all this was going down. Wars 0 Point currently own the territory. I don't know if we're going to choose to level up this one as it's only a tier 5. We'll have to wait and see. They could just put it there for safekeeping for the time being. But Official Metro's not giving up the fight yet. He's looking for a turn. Is he going to find anything?
Well, he is attacking a group that's already engaged here. Wars is currently fighting against DICE. So a good move to come in on the flank of this and engage, but not as impactful as he would like, as it seemed many of his members were dealing with that bomb squad in the back and just a little bit distracted, not able to move forward as quickly as they would have liked.
Indeed, and it looks like he is lacking the DPS as well. Looking at the party UI, it's not looking good for Official Metro and the boys of Zero Rent. They're going to put themselves for a very tight choke point. Gala Claps and the Raven Strikes coming in, blowing up that clump here. DICE onto Wars as well. All sides collapsing in through the choke point here. Official Metro trying to make sure his boys get out alive. He's got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got a couple DPS left. And it's going to find it. It's going to connect here. But the heals are down for the front lines of Wars. That was a good soak.
Another great name on the field here for Wars. We have Deja Poo.
Nice.
And he is a Grove Keeper if we need to switch perspectives and watch the Wars versus DICE engagement. Meanwhile, the Enigma Hito fight has picked up again versus Rack. Rack back in force versus AVM.
Well, guess who just joined the fight here in Everwinter Shores? Bella Ella just crashed into the back lines of Official Mentra. We will hop over to Deja Poo.
Deja Poo?
Oh, yes. I'm not going to let that name slip away like that. They are advancing down here. Wars about to hit the front lines of Bella Ella. If they're not working together, we'll have to wait and see. Deja Poo doing a lot of combat loading in the back.
Deja Poo experiencing the same shit every day.
That was good. I like that one, dude. That was good. It looks like Wars and Trap are working together as they do not engage each other. DICE is well mounted up here as well. Unless everyone's going for...
Homies is here. Yeah. Bella Ella. Wait, Bella Ella is now Homies?
What? No, they're UwUwU.
Okay, then, well, Girth is here, UwUwU is here, Homies is here. Bella Ella is still UwUwU, you're sorry about that, but there are a number of Homies as well as the Gringos have arrived.
I think Gringos are CTA'd for ratting today.
Okay, that's what's going on here. There's a lot of them, and these guys are all just running over each other. This is never a good position to be in. I hate being in that position where you're trying to get away and your opponent is already on top of you. It really limits your choices.
I got a feeling that Wars and Bella Ella are working together here. Else,
I'm
pretty sure Archipete would have took that dismount and catch whoever you can. Yeah, like they're splitting heavily away from each other right now. They're working together.
Okay.
Yeah, Bella Ella's already on that southeast door, zoning out here. It's
Enigma
GG.
Is about to engage over here onto RAQ right now. Hops in. We have Battle Mount still on the field here, so these guys have not gone down yet. We still have, what is it, a Juggernaut and a few Eagles still on the field. I don't see that Chariot.
Well,
it doesn't mean he's not alive anymore. He's just not here next to Enigma.
Yep, and you know they're fighting over a water bridge here on the map as their choke point. It's It's quite a nice position, actually. They can't really get wrapped. They will see the blob split if someone decides to get a force to wrap around and hit the back lines. Enigma and the boys just trying to bait the group of Rack over the water bridge, trying to force that clump and dump. What? Did he crash, or is he just... Is he standing still for you guys? Okay, finally he just moved. Alright, he just moved for me. That was a weird situation. Well, there's the chariots. There's the battle mounts holding the choke point. Nice longbows raining down, but it's not going to be enough. 1 or 2 members. Ice Lips goes down there for AVM Alliance. And it looks like Hideout not applying the pressure. Rack do have a group that's already broken through of the water bridge here to the southwest side. I believe it's a mini squad that's going to be bombing here. I think AVM are broken. They've given up the choke point. They're moving through to the next choke.
Okay. Well, I am bouncing around trying to find more action while you report on this.
Alrighty. Well, back for a this is one of the smallest river crossings we have in the game. Very, 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 very tight, but also very small. All Rack really have to do is soak up one initial engagement, and they can push right through here. There's no other way around apart from all the way to the eastern side by the territory.
Noob Slayer is once again fighting against the last home. So Noob Slayer 79 and Para of the UwUwU
Nice.
taking on a castle of the last home.
Alrighty.
Completely surrounded, by the way, the last home. I do not think they have a chance from the numbers that I'm seeing. I'm going to go ahead and look at the cluster queue numbers. We have a 46 for UwUwU. And we have, oh gosh, too many buffs for the other guys.
Oh, that's never a good sign.
Find somebody in the back. Let's find somebody in the back.
Galaclap coming in.
41, so very close. Only a difference of 5 here. I think the issue is that so many guys for the last home are literally standing around in the back doing nothing. I'm looking at you, Blatha. Literally looking at a wall, Blatha.
Well, looks like
oh, he heard me.
Rack over here initiating the engagement as a lot of Diddy dancing was happening on the choke here. Rack are getting their tanks across the choke point, but are they going to be able to survive? They did get a clap as well on the rear end of AVM. The battle mounts are across, the tanks are across. It just needs to engage a full push here if they're looking to break the choke point. It's a risky play, but I think they have enough players, enough supports just to break through this choke and just engulf AVM if they wanted to. Another blob just coming in on the northwest door as well. Hideout and the boys, it's a very back and forth Diddy dance situation here. No one wants to make the first move. And here it comes. Defensive's down for AVM. Rack, they just need to funnel through. And look at the Raven Strike bomb squad of Rack coming in on the northwest side of Hideout. There it comes. And now surely the water bridge will be broken and Rack will flood in. Surely the bomb squad has just told the shock caller what just happened, forcing AVM to give up the choke point to focus on the bomb squad itself. Yep, it's broken. Here it is. Here comes the flood.
While those guys may be broken, I think somebody's going to have to buy some tents because I just believe the last home got burnt down.
Ooh.
They just got collapsed in on pretty hard in the courtyard. They had to move back a little bit, but they are down some guys that will make a significant impact on their disarray debuff, which might be good for them. Maybe now they'll hit harder.
Yeah. Are we on Africa now for the last home?
Yeah. No, I am on Noob Slayer 79 as he is pushing in, and they've actually been in more of the fight than the last home, who've been playing very defensively.
Oh, wow. Last home, they have 2 different squads here as well. So they got the eastern side and the western side. Noob Slayer could be in a spot of trouble as his squad is getting fully engaged on in courtyard, just getting pushed out of the castle here on the east. Looking for a re-engagement. A lot of enigmatic staffs and
yeah, I was gonna say Yeah, nothing to engage on there. Don't waste your skills, man. If you see that many bubbles, it's okay. Hold your rotations, boys. We need 5 seconds. We got this. Oh,
Yep,
getting pushed all the way out of courtyard here, it looks like. Let's see if they can regroup this and push in, because I believe that western group keeps overextending, and that's where they've gotten most of their good clumps, is when they overextend on the western side. As African Now's teams come out, they have been able to engage very heavily and get some great clumps and dumps over here by the group in Para. Very even back and forth here. Both teams losing guys, but I'm going to say that Para just got 6 down in the front line. That's never good. You can't win if you're losing your front line.
Definitely not. And Reject Party is going to come in way too late on this rotation. I did see them like 10, 15 seconds ago coming out on the western side of the castle. They just didn't engage into courtyard.
They just got here. So that is their... They just got here a little while ago, I believe, and they are still trying to figure out the flow of battle. You know how it goes.
I believe as well, we also have Tamashi fighting as well. Just got word from Handsome Bob that they're fighting over there. So content on the other monitor as well, as Noobster and the boys are going to be focusing back onto the western small door here. Noob Slayer, he's a little bit hesitant to come in now, it seems.
We should head over to Tamashi. This is Elevate versus Escalation. This is a fight we're going to want to see. Sorry, Noob Slayer. Sorry, guys. We'll come back to you in a little bit, but this has got some ramifications.
I believe this is probably a setup fight then if these two are fighting. Obviously, Tamashi and the boys of Elevate haven't really had content over the last week, as they've been focusing on getting as many of the large castles they possibly can as they push for #1 in the season rankings for Season 15. Dreaded Legend comes steaming in. Looks like it's a little bit of a fake engagement. 1 melee DPS coming down. Some Locust is used here, trying to burn some of the defensives for Dior of Elevate. Looks like Tamashi, though, is backing off. I think he's trying to find a choke point or something to funnel these boys through. Obviously, a little bit of history here. These guys have been working together throughout the whole of last season. Tamashi, the Elevate boys, dropping them from Alliance so they can use up all the season points they gain as they push. Nice defensive icicles and everything coming out from Escalation. Finally, some good defensive plays. That's stopping the whole entire push. But they can't go for a full engagement because all defensives are still up. Hand of Justice comes out. Locust, everything's down. And Elevate just walking away from that without a scratch on their armor.
Yeah, Elevate doing very well here. We've seen Escalation have a rough go of it the last week or so. They just have not been as strong as we've seen in the past. I don't know what is causing that. I just don't have an answer for you there.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a weird situation. They've been fighting Arch and stuff. It's like, I don't know. It's been a bit of a shake-up for their Zerg performance, that's for sure. But Tamashi and the boys still holding strong. Escalation very, very split at the moment. Just not really finding anything. They're losing a couple members here and there. It looks like a southwest angle is coming in. There comes the Grove Keepers from Booty Dragon. But no follow-up DPS. Hand of Justice through the choke point. Loads of heals coming down. Damnation Pierce, though. Big clump onto Escalation on the east. No Innomatic Staff, but the returns coming out on the west. No DPS follow-up. That was unexpected. I was expecting a full turn here on the western side. Galaclap connecting here onto a lot of demon armors, but no one killing themselves on that play. And it looks like Tamashi's looking for a next engagement to the southeast, I'm going to say. Or is he going to pull up northwest up that hilltop? He likes to play the chokes. Looks like he isn't performing as expected in the open world at the moment. Damnation pierces into the armor pierce itself there on the eastern side. Here comes the bomb squad from the west. Innomatic Staffs, Locusts down, everything. The turn and burn on that western clump, but defensives are down for both sides as the Locusts and Innomatic Staffs soaking up all the DPS output. It's a wild back and forth here as the gloves just pressuring so many people here. Both Raven Strike and the Usin gloves. I can't even pronounce their name. Hold on.
Ursine, like a
Ursine,
bear.
that's the one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Those two gloves, you know, being the. See, Raven Strike I like because you can counter them, you can see them coming. Ursine, on the other hand, is literally bam, and if you're a tank, you're dead.
It's pretty brutal. I'm actually kind of impressed that Escalation has been able to do this well against Elevate today, pushing them back and actually being on the offensive here. But I think the Elevate could turn on this, honestly, with this small group of Escalation to their northeast and just elite it. They're kind of spread out.
Indeed.
This is a mistake by Escalation, and I'm surprised it's not being punished by these guys in Elevate. Like, that's a play you punish every time. You split, wrap around a choke with 10 guys on the corner of a choke and nobody else around to support them, you delete that.
Yeah, but it looks like there was a wraparound from Escalation as well, as they had a bomb squad coming in from the southwest. That's going to delete one or two members of Elevate's backline. There comes the Galaclap once again. Tamashi trying to dodge the DPS, just getting randomly thrown out here from Escalation. The kiting continues to the western side through a lot of these smaller natural choke points of the map as the rock formations form up these choke points. Damnation Pierces coming out, some big clump and dumps on the eastern side onto Elevate's front line. Losing one or two here, the return to finding the clumps, but where's the DPS? Escalation doing a fantastic job here with their defensives. Enigmatic staff players playing out of their minds here for Escalation at the moment. And it's like Escalation really is choosing the brawler, melee brawler, just random DPS clumps, forcing out so many random defensives here. And it's really punishing the playstyle of Elevate at the moment. Like, look at this eastern side. Look at these gloves just randomly coming out, forcing out so many defensives. And here they come again. Here comes the Bridal Furies and the Galas. They're going to get shut down, though, but look how much is used on that club. And that allows the main Zerg to engage here. Going to delete another one or two members of Elevate. And Escalation, they're playing like Arch here. They're like in a way of where they just swarm the whole entire group. They're not just playing off one or two angles. They're just swarming the whole entire group of Elevate, and it's working.
Meanwhile, that fight is still going on with Noob Slayer and the last home. The last home versus UwUwU.
Has it been called? I think Escalation just took the win here.
That's amazing. Congratulations to Escalation, who've been, I keep saying it, but they've been having a rough week. So
Yeah.
it's good to see them getting a victory, even if it's against their pseudo teammates, Elevate. They're not in the same alliance this season, as Elevate is pushing for #1, and so far out to a very good start. Meanwhile, we do have this content still going on with Noob Slayer. It's been raging for about 25 minutes now, it feels like. Well done by these guys in UwUwU.
Yep. I would say we should switch POVs to Africa, as it's now in
All right,
chess
let's
room.
head.
So just for the reason that Africa is going to be engaging on the east and western side constantly back and forth. It looks like Reject Party's shutting down the whole entire wall.
What a time to switch over, Robin!
Zero defensives on that. What are you doing?
Oh boy!
No.
They're
I
getting
know
shown on TV. That's what they're doing.
Yikes, dude. Look at that whole entire clump of bodies on that eastern side. That is disgusting, dude. Oh my days. Reject Party coming in with the fantastic bomb, but look how many people Last Home still have in the
But
Lord
look
Room.
where they
And
are.
here
They're
we go.
in the Lord Room. They're playing so defensively, Robin. We've seen this time and time again. This is the way you get killed in a castle. You have to take advantage of those opportunities you have when your opponent is in a clump and push it hard. If you get yourself in a clump by going to the Lord Room, you're just going to die. Look at this clump. Punish that, Africa, now. Punish it. Finish him off. Well done. That's what you're supposed to do. When you see them coming through the choke like that, you hit them from three sides, just like that. And well done. Reject Party taking the brunt of that attack.
Yep, and it's not stopping them here. Another wave coming in. Max AoE escalation here. If the Last Home can just get some DPS down onto the front line. Surely they're calling that Lord Room group just to engage here. Reject Party showing a wave of strength as they hold this eastern side. They have been doing an extremely good job of just bombing over the wall. Look at this, another group coming in. Power now rotating east. I think Reject Party called for a switcheroo, maybe? We'll have to wait and see. Is that western inner door still up or is it down? It's on 100% to the west, so Africa doesn't have to care about the west for now. Full focus on the eastern side of the castle. But his DPS need to be wary. That massive pile of dead bodies, they cannot be using the wall because this is what happens. The Camlands are coming out. There comes the bomb. And this is the 4th time that this whole entire group of UwUwU have engaged on that tower. And literally Last Home are just feeding them kills. No defensives. Finally a push on the eastern side. It's not going to be as impactful as Africa was hoping here. UwUwU just reading the playstyle of the Last Home like a book at the moment.
They're doing very well. I mean, both teams are in a grinder situation right now, as it doesn't seem like the home can really find a place to push out from, and the UwUwUs are both absorbing it with great defensives and with just a lot of dudes, because that's going to be another 4 dead guys. I mean, I can't tell for sure as I am getting very for a second, but I'm guessing that's what happened.
Yeah,
are you able to see that at all, Robin? I'm getting the slideshow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can see it fine. It's weird because on the other fights I was getting a little bit of weird lag. I mentioned it in the chat, and then
we were
on
both
this
fine,
fight,
but now I'm
fine.
getting massacred on this one. I'm not getting anything.
Oh,
I can't really report it.
Talking about getting massacred, the front line just getting annihilated. Finally, the Last Home finding some DPS, but the return comes in. Another wave of Last Home getting sent home on the eastern door. But look how many people are still alive. Africa's still holding and calling from the chest room here. It is a bloodbath in Runovain Sink Castle at the moment. Finally, UwUwU looks like they're gaining control of the chest room. They need to start spreading out. There's no need to all clump. Finally, they come charging in. The DPS raining down on the western side. The Last Hope, though, trying to claim back the chest room position. It's not going to be enough. So many name tags on this clump of Africa. It's going to be a faux deletion, and good night, sweet prince, as that is a full-blown deletion. Probably about 40 members left alive here for Last Home in the Lord Room, and it's going to be a slow, painful death.
Yeah, they're down to their level 30 disarray. They started at a 43, I believe. So that was a chunky one. I'm gonna go check out Noob Slayer, see what he's doing over there for a disarray debuff. Oh, never gonna see it on Noob Slayer. 7 million buffs.
Well, those doors will be falling, and when those doors come down here of the Lord Room, it's gonna be a massacre.
It's currently a 43 to 30, and I'm gonna guess that it's much closer to a 20 than a 30. Those last engagements, I don't believe, have caught up yet. There's just not many guys left for the Last Home. I'm glad to see him, though. I'm really glad to see another Africanao guild form up. He is one of the best at building up those hype guilds and making them effective and fun for players. They don't last very long, as is the definition of a hype guild. But it is good to see them getting together and building something that seems quite effective. And they're going up against a group that has climbed in strength every season for the last 4 seasons.
Indeed.
This Para Reject Party group, they continually get better and better and better every time we see them. So congrats to UwUwU. We have to actually head out of here, Robin. I'm looking at the time, and we got to get out of here to go to a 20v20 match in just about 5 minutes. So 3 minutes. We have 3 minutes. So we got to get out of here, guys. If you are enjoying our content, you can see our content over on youtube.com/Albion TV, as well as listen to our interviews over on soundcloud.com/Albion TV. We have over 100 interviews over there featuring some of the most interesting and charismatic individuals in all of Albion Online discussing politics, the history. We even have members of the Sandbox Interactive team coming on and talking about the game itself. So if you're interested in the nuances of Albion that you don't get to see by just walking around the cities and screaming, please give silver. If you want to learn more, head over to our SoundCloud or our YouTube. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in just a few moments.